You know, I really appreciate you coming to my home and talking to me because I need all the publicity I can get. I have been writing and messages and books for years, and hardly anybody ever cares enough to read the words I write. Now let me give you an example. Back in 1979, I wrote The Message from God, and hardly nobody's ever cared enough to read it. I begged Christians to take this little book and give it to every person in the world, and none of them are doing it. I don't know what's wrong with Christians these days. They just seem to be hypocrites, and they're not doing the stuff that they should be doing. Now that little book is important. Now in order for people to understand that book, I got Midnight Sunlight. Look at all them pages there. Look at all that. Midnight Sunlight has the message from God at the end chapter, and if you read this, you can understand all about angels and spiritual things, and all kinds of stuff about the future. This is prophetic. I tell the future in here. With a little help from God, I figured a lot of stuff out that I want people to understand. But they don't get it, because they don't read it. All right?
Really?
Yeah, really. Now here's something else. I have had such a messed up life, and people just thought I was a goofy guy, kind of weirdo, and they never believe anything I ever say. So anyway, here we got The Man from Tennessee is a book written by the world-famous anonymous author, according to what we read on the cover here, and it's all about my life story.
Really?
Really. And in the back of this book, there's two very important messages called Declaration of War and Let the Earth Be Cursed. It's in this book right here.
Really?
Really. And nobody's buying that book either.
Really?
Now here, I don't know if you can see on my t-shirt that I'm a candidate for governor in Tennessee, and I want to be elected governor in 2010.
Really?
If people vote for me. Really. And so I got myself a campaign book here with all my ideas in here. And, excuse me, if I don't die from sickness or old age, I'll be around in 2010 and maybe be elected governor. I was a candidate in 1974. See, I'm here.
Really?
I was a cowboy. Really? Yeah. And now I'm going to be an old guy candidate 2010, and you can figure out everything I want to do if you read this book.
Really?
Really? Now, here's a really good book. I'm married to a lady.
Really?
Really. And her name is Melissa, and she is genetically connected to Tom Blankenship, who was a real-life person that Mark Twain wrote about and called him Huckleberry Finn. Have you ever heard of Huckleberry Finn? Well, let me tell you something. I got 15 stories that kind of remind folks about what Mark Twain did. And I think that there's enough truth in here to boggle any mind, and there's important stuff. See, here's a picture of me in the back here, The Man from Tennessee. I got my website address. Did I tell you my website address is jamesreesor.com?
Really?
Yeah, really. And you can go on the internet and read all my messages. You can order my books. You can really have a good time if you read what I got to say there. Do you like to read?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right. You go there and do that. And thank you, sir, for coming to my home and talking to me. Bye.